Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Wargaming Terrain. Guys, this is another Let's Build video. This time I'm building the Librarian in Phobos Armour. See you in a second, guys. Right, so the first thing I'm going to say with this kit, this came in the Imperium magazine, but I'm presuming that this actual sprue, this kit, is the same you'd get if you bought the box set. Okay, if I'm wrong, someone let me know. I just don't see GW casting the same model and the same pose, but on a different sort of layout sprue. Now, as always, tools we need: clippers, mold line scraper. Okay, now I haven't even got the book out to look at the instructions, but looking at this, it seems pretty straightforward. It's back of the body, the front of the body. You got a foot, yeah. There's a shoulder pad. The book, I'm not sure where that goes, but there's the backpack. Arm, head, other arm. Now this arm, there's a sword on it. It's going to go this side of the model. This arm goes this side, which is just straightforward fit. The shoulder pad goes on to this arm. Let's flip it over and look at the back. There's the back of it. So the backpack has a little square sticking out there. You see that? The backpack actually has the square for it's going to. So first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to clip this little bit off the top here. Okay. This bad boy is actually part of the base. Okay, so let's see that where I've clipped it off. There's a little, show you properly. There's a little bit there at the end of the tip of the scraper. See it? A little white bit that needs to be scraped off. But there's a little square there. A little, yeah. I presume that I know that's where he's going to sit into. His foot's going to go into. I tell you why I know that, because there's no reason for that to be there otherwise, and the other side, yeah, is all the same level. Yeah, so it's going to sit flat on the base. So that's the first thing I do. Next thing I'm going to do is take the main body off. Now, what I'm going to say to you is, do not start gluing everything all together, because you want to make sure that the arm doesn't have to go in first before you glue the body together. Because some models you'll glue together and go, oh no, the arm has to go in first. What the hell am I doing? So just be aware of that, guys. Right. So here we have this glued. Let's just dry fit him. There we go. Just dry fit. Now straight away, look. We might have to put his leg in there first. Yeah, because otherwise we're not going to struggle to get in there with the leg. So we might have to put his leg in there first. So let's get that leg out. Right, I'll show you this quickly. On the sprue here, yeah, it zooms in, focuses in, let me see. There's a little square knob bit sticking out, so I don't know if that's where he goes into the actual bit, so I'm going to take it away off the sprue. So I've taken a bit of sprue with it, just so I can see, now I can see the square on his foot a lot clearer. So now I can snip it as close as possible. So now that little square, after I've given it a little tidy up, should sit inside this bad boy. It does. Sits in there nicely. So I'm going to go off camera, give these a little clean down, with the mould lines. I don't see very many mould lines on it, but like this bit here at the top where I clipped it off, yeah, it needs to be taken off. Move that out of the way because it seems to be zooming on that. Yeah, so I'm going to do those, and then I'll come back to you then, guys. See you in a second. Right, so as always, use plastic glue and your super glue. Okay, so this is a plastic model, so I'm going with plastic glue. You always have your super glue handy in case it's a resin model or a fine cast model, as I do think I have some of them in the pile of shame. But also in case something doesn't glue properly. Now I've dry fitted this leg already, so I'm just going to put some plastic glue in there. Get this bad boy. It literally just slots in like that. So literally just slots in. It wants to stay. Yeah. And what we do is, one thing I noticed afterwards, let me put this guy down first. See on this part of the body, hey? See these here? Yeah? There's two little holes either side. There's two little holes, this little normal bit sticking out of there, and that just stays a slot in there nice and easy. So we're going to glue that all together now. So when you see how this is front and back, best thing to do is start with the little knobbly bits, the little holes where you know they connect in, and then just try and run it along the edge. Okay, the reason you run it along the edge is that's the joint it's going to go to, and when you put it together, it should seal those joints nicely. Now put it together, I can see there's a little bit in here that needs to be a bit of love. Let's push that in together. So now we have a basic Librarian of Phobos Armour. I'm going to leave that for a minute or so to dry. I'm going to take some of the rest of these bits off, okay? But you notice I haven't glued them to the little stand. Yeah, I'm going to glue them to the stand next, and then glue the stand to the base. Yeah, or I might just glue the bits to him first, then glue him to the stand. But first of all, I'm going to take his head and two arms off, and his backpack and his shoulder pad. I'm going to leave the book to last. Okay, so I'm going to probably take his head off next, these two arms, and clean them up. Okay, then I'll come back to you then. Right, so I've taken all the parts off and cleaned everything apart from the book. Now this little hand here, the underneath was the worst casting line, okay, on the whole model so far, so that's not too sad. Right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to glue him. Actually, we're going to glue his head on first, and glue all these bits and pieces on, and then with the head here, there's a little groove just in there. Even though there's no, oh, I nearly lost the head then. There was a little groove on the top of the head, so it just slides in there. There we go. Now, I'm going to sword arm first. This needs the most little. There is a little nook just in there. You see it? For some reason it's not focusing in. That does just. It should do. Just slot. want to slot in there for some reason. That's why, because I'm doing it at the wrong angle. Sorry about a dog barking outside. Okay, that's how it goes in, nice and easy. Shut up. And this hand has a little nook. See it? A little nook. Let me knocking the head out. A little nook. Sits in there like that. Now here we go. Hey, how easy is that to put together? And how amazing that looks. I'm getting excited to paint that. Now, I'm going to drop a little bit of glue into the base bit. So that should just slot into there, like so. Nice. There's a little point of contact, well there's not much point of contact here, but I'm going to put a bit of glue there anyway. And I'm going to put glue all around the bottom. Glue onto the base. Now what I'm going to do, like with no glue, is take a bit of glue, just run it around the bottom there, where it joins, okay? Just to hold the plastic and seat it together and all that business. Okay. Oh, I love this model. This is an absolute amazing model. If he had his backpack on. Right, his backpack has a little square. See the square on the back there? Goes on there. Pretty straightforward. You put it on, do not touch the head. It helps. I probably should have put the backpack on first. In all honesty, I'm going to just wait for that for a couple of minutes. Yeah, I'm going to give that a couple of minutes. I'll come back to you guys, okay? Right. I just looked at the instructions. I should have put the backpack and the book on before I glued them to the base. That's my mistake. But anyway, let's go for it. You guys don't make the same mistake. And apparently the book, I see where it goes. There's a little nook on the back of the book. And it just sits on his back. Or on his belt. There's a little nook in the middle of his belt at the back. The book just sits on there. If I don't drop it. Just sits on him like that. Now the last but not least, shot bed, which I forgot. Sitting there right in front of me and I forgot it. There we have our librarian in Phobos Armour. Now I know this is coming on 15 minutes of video time. but you're probably talking maybe about half an hour of cleaning and gluing. Yeah, well, half an hour in total, so that's not bad. That's actually good work to Games Workshop for actually making the models easier to put together. I actually love that model. One thing I'm looking at this model right now and really liking the look of, there's very little of his power armor exposed. So for me painting it, my Space Marine chapters, you know, I have to do 2 or 3 coats of the same colour here and there, you know, or 2 different colours, sorry, either side of him. So just for me, that's going to be a lot less, you know, I could actually probably paint the one colour on the arm there, like whilst filming, do the other colour on the other arm, and then go off camera and just do the legs and then give it the second coat and everything else. So actually, I could actually paint that on a pile of shame video, so that's absolutely amazing model. I love the cloak, the robes and all that, because I can really contrast, you know, the colours on my chapter, which, you know, the colour I could go for the robes could really contrast the colour of it, so it's amazing. I absolutely love this model. This is absolutely, and the size of it is just amazing. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and I'll see you next time.